I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow, because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lolcow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, you know, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just a, you know, just innocent guys just having a laugh.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Bunnii Chanel, and here we are going to be discussing iDubbbz Jumha and his recent video Coming Clean. And I just wanted to take a brief second or a moment, if you mind, I appreciate it, to just kind of just tell you I've been gone for a bit. I'm back now. I hope you enjoy. I hope you stay a while and listen to my little videos. You know, this is a new format for me. I usually like to just make little edits. This is just some side projects that I've been doing here and there. I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you continue to the very end. And if you would like to subscribe, like, leave a comment, that'd be awesome. So thank you so much.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up, Mitch?
My relationship with Anisa. I love Anisa. I love everything about her. I've only grown to love her more with time.
You want people to stop talking about Anisa, and yet you and Anisa keep talking about Anisa. So I don't, you know, completely get your point on that. So yeah, sure, you love your wife. I think you should have made a video kind of like this.
So fucking precious when you smile.
Like, we already get it. We know you love her. You do all your projects with her. You've done it for the last 10 years. So we understand you love your wife. You stand up for her, and you, like, we already know that you're for her OnlyFans. Like, what are you doing?
It's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative. She is the opposite of that. She is loud, very talkative, social.
This is the truth, okay? Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm okay with that because I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash, a tight leash, to be honest, because I am unhinged. I will just say shit.
And all of it has been online for the public to see.
Yes, iDubbbz, Jumha. We know that you're quiet and that Anisa is talkative and she has more things to say. You guys make it very fucking clear. Our problem is that she says nasty stuff about you and you don't say anything at all. You just don't say anything. You don't seem like you're there, okay? But you guys are posting this stuff online. You guys are public figures in the online community, so therefore people have the opinions and they have the right to comment on you guys. I think you guys should really get over yourselves.
And there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship.
People are commenting, you know, about you guys being in an abusive relationship because she doesn't really say the nice things to a partner that one usually does when they like them. She really seems to demean you clearly in some of her tweets. She like finds hidden ways to demean you, and I don't know if you know that or if you are in so much therapy that you're therapy brained, or you're on H3 Snark so much that you're Snark brained. You're Snark therapy brained, and you don't know how to think for yourself anymore without thinking and overanalyzing. Like her tweets about you buying her a cake like days after her birthday. She didn't have to include it was days after her birthday. She could have just said you bought her a cake that would have made you look better, but she still slighted you. That's what people are kind of more focused on, is like the little comments she makes about how, you know, your breath stinks or you're just a smelly guy. Like, if I'm with someone, I'm not going to say those negative things about them, especially online. That's just something that like loving partners don't do, especially in healthy relationships, which is why people do not think that you guys are in one. You clearly don't see that for yourself because you know, when you're in one, you don't see that. That's what kind of, you know, abusive relationships do to you. Yeah, when you're in them, they don't feel like it is until you're out of it, man. So you're not going to see all that stuff that people are pointing out to you, and you're not going to want to see it until you're ready to see it.
I think some of these people think I'm trying to push a woke agenda or some shit.
And that's like, and that's seriously like my favorite. That's out of the entire video. This is probably my favorite part. No one has ever said that. You're literally an idiot. I I don't know where you came to this conclusion, but nobody really thinks about you in any way other than in a negative way. You taking your wife's name, being you having a woke agenda, makes zero sense. I don't understand how you came to this conclusion. Don't know who thinks that. My cousin even took his wife's last name. She wanted to hyphen it. That's what people say, right? Hyphen. She wanted to hyphen it. So that's what he did as well. And, you know, that made my uncle, who's a little bit more conservative, like conservatives think that way. Sure. But nobody cares. They're just making fun of you, Ian, for being emasculated. That's what the point is. And you'll see later and throughout this video that you make it very apparent that your insecurity is being a little less masculine, even though you make it seem like you're very mad at men who are more masculine. And that's something in itself that I find very interesting, because it seems like you are the one projecting a lot in this video, especially this video. It seems like you're projecting a lot.
So many people will tell Anisa and I of just like, don't feed into the hate.
Everyone telling you not to feed into the hate are still correct, and yet you still feed into the hate. And that's kind of my favorite, because without you, I wouldn't be able to make this video today. So let's all stand up and thank iDubbbz, Joe Ma, and Anisa for letting me make this video. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You guys just shouldn't be online. You guys aren't good people. People have seen that. You for some reason, year after year, since Creator Clash 1, you guys have made it very apparent that you guys are not good people. You guys don't know how to run a business. You guys are not good business partners. The things that you have told us online, especially on the podcast, H3 podcast, that you keep in contact with some of the fight. It's very clear that you guys made it more of a popularity contest. You wanted to talk to who you wanted to talk to because you guys needed the clout.
Today, I'm going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls.
See, and you just try to be like a little cutesy with it too. You're like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing something that everyone tells me not to. They say not to, but you somehow felt like you still needed to. And you clearly, I still don't understand what this whole video was supposed to be about, because iDubbbz fell off hard. Because I'm sorry, but like what kind of fucking content are you making? All this shit that you say is boring to talk about, your fucking videos are boring. They're fucking boring. And they've been boring. Clearly, you don't have any more enthusiasm for it. It looks like you just want to play WoW and do nothing and have your wife feed you and maybe wipe your ass. So that's just something that it seems like you want instead. I cut this up a lot just because it's very jumbled. It clearly doesn't make sense. He really jumps around from his old boxing coach to Kino Casino and then like some other points that they just don't make sense. Like, I don't know how this happened. I don't know what he's been doing, from going from like one of the best YouTubers to like who actually did really good editing. Like, you weren't bad, and to just shit editing. Like, you clearly have no enthusiasm. You clearly don't want to do this stuff anymore. Who's making you do this, Ian? Blink 3 times, okay? The next video you make, blink 3 times, okay? And the next video, not your streams, because of fuck Twitch. I'm not going on Twitch. The fact that you care so much more about like trying to gather up like little remnants of the H3 like fans and Hasan fans is hysterical to me, because you don't have any idea about politics. Like, you literally just started voting like not too long ago, or you just still have never voted. I can't tell. Since you're too lazy to make a good video, I'm too lazy to do research to see if you even fucking voted. He makes claims. He makes claims that don't make sense because he's not showing any evidence. He's just making sure that you as the audience just believe him. And I think that's truly like, you know, what, as they say, bad faith. I don't know where his narrative really is, other than like, hey, we're better than you and we know it.
So now I want to look at 2 different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his cohort who are listening to Anisa describe, like, essentially having a hard time online, seeing people mock and make fun of her dad with Alzheimer's.
And this is just, you know, maybe I'm a little petty, but just you calling them fat and a cohort, like, dude, this is like a small ass channel. Like, why are you so fucking mad at them?
They were laughing at my dad for getting sick on some of these forums.
What did you
really
think? What did you think? Because
Okay, and notice how she says some of these forums. Okay, forums. The forums are making fun of her and her dad, which is absolutely disgusting. I definitely condemn that. That's like terrible, because that kind of shit is very hard. Like my great grandparents either had dementia or Alzheimer's when they passed, so it was really hard, to see someone not recognize who you are. And so, that's something that I am empathetic, Ian, if you understand what that is.
Your opinion on the skulls, and did you send them?
I didn't send the skulls. I don't know. I thought the skulls thing was kind of humorous to hear that. Especially when I heard that they were like from skulls.com or something like that. That made it funny.
Just a death threat to a father, a family.
Yeah. Was it a death threat?
Could that be because it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do, to acknowledge that someone is suffering and deciding that you are going to attack them online continuously for the thing that they are, either insecure or struggling with?
Yeah, no.
you shared it online?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I don't think they probably even really believe the stuff that they're saying, but they know because it's extreme and like edgy that it will cause you mentally spiral like this. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're going to keep doing it. This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
Okay, first off, I don't know why Ian decided to use the clip of him actually giving good advice, because he's not wrong. This is the internet, Ian, and you know this. You've been on the internet as much as everyone else. You've been on Reddit, clearly, and so you know how the internet works. You've done it to other people before, and sure, you apologized. You have apologized for it when literally no one asked you. You just somehow felt inclined. It was like your journey, which I just love. I love the therapy words that you've been using a lot lately. It's one of my favorite things about you that I, really key into every time you say them.
He says in this moment, it shouldn't be. Why the fuck do you think he says it shouldn't be? Could that be because it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do?
Ian, I don't know why you're pinpointing it shouldn't be, because duh, dude, like that's why he said it shouldn't be. That's why he fucking said it. This part irritated me, because what the fuck? Why'd you include this? Are you the one editing, or who is editing for you? Because if it's you, oh my God, you've fallen off so fucking hard. Like, it shouldn't be. Well, isn't it because it's like, no shit. Yes. That's why he said it, because he knows. And that's why he's trolling you, because he knows it bothers you. He's literally said why he's doing it. That's why other people do it to you. I don't know what your point is. We don't know what your point is. Like, you want us to feel bad for you? Don't know what your fucking point is.
The whole time, he is not saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying Anisa. And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has Alzheimer's.
Okay, and first I just want to say, in that clip that you showed us, showed no way that he was bullying anybody. He was just telling you what the internet does, okay? And if it happened before or after that video, why didn't you include it into your video? That would have helped make your point. Instead, you left it out, and we're just supposed to just believe you? Like, I have a hard time believing you, because you guys have failed 2 out of 3 creator clashes and have destroyed that name. Like, you guys are terrible people.
With a late-stage dementia patient who is an extremist Muslim, and he sees his daughter covered in tattoos, married to iDubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the f*** out.
Again, like, I don't condemn, like, just talk and using people's family members against them in any kind of way. I think it's really fucked up. So, but I do want to add that just hearing that, it doesn't seem like he's making fun of her dad or her. It makes it seem like they're making fun of you. It just seems like, I kind of get the idea. I feel like I feel like people understand when they hear that. Like, yeah, like if my great grandfather like saw my cousin with the man she's with today, he would have, especially with Alzheimer's, he would have blown his fucking lid. Like, I understand that, but it's still awful. Like, there's certain stuff you just don't say online. You just say, amongst yourselves. Like, not everything like that needs to be said. And it's still fucked up that they've even brought up her dad. I still think that's fucked up. But ultimately, it seems like they've just been making fun of you.
You shared it online, and you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're gonna keep doing it.
These are just some of the edits that I noticed right away of how lazy that fucking Ian is. And honestly, I am recording this audio right now. I started this video the day before H3 came out with their live stream about Ian. I had to point the same thing out, and I'm just really glad they did that Ethan did too, because it was something that popped up right away, and I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, I know that's Ian's fucking edit because he's so fucking lazy. He has no enthusiasm for this. Who's making him do this, guys? Tell me. So once again, I just want to remind everybody that I like to make silly edits. Some of Ian's video, I did clearly splice it up. Some points I just thought he repeated a lot of the same stuff. I would still prefer if people went back and watched his video in full and kind of see my, where I'm coming from, but it seems to be very jumpy. And I felt like that was like his intention to kind of confuse the whoever's watching. I don't want to see audience because I don't know if he does have an audience left or if anyone really does enjoy his content. I know people just kind of like to hate watch. I try not to make this, serious. We're just all about laughing here. Sometimes at the expense of people like Ian. But to me, he does have it coming just because oh my God, like what they fucking did to AB and possibly Olivia, like that upset me so much. Because clearly, okay, AB to me is it feels close to home because I'm from the Midwest, not Michigan, but I'm from the Midwest, and AB kind of brings that home to the show a little bit. And just knowing that he is a fan of Ethan, he was a fan of iDubbbz, just like the way I am, and seeing like someone that you looked up to, you do that, and it really broke my heart for him. And to have him, struggle like that, like, I just want to say, like, AB, like, you are a good part of the show, just like Olivia, just like every single one of you. Like, everyone is perfectly picked for that show, okay? That's just how I see it. Everyone's going to have their flaws, and the fact that they can all be together with their flaws and all and still make a great show is just something that it just makes the show when you have each of those people, especially Galia. I know she's been there for a while. I didn't realize she was not even on the show until the Ukraine war happened. And that's another disgusting things that Anisa and Ian do, is that they attack people who are struggling. Like Galia, she's a fucking Ukrainian refugee, and you guys attacked her for no fucking reason. Like, you guys are psychotic, not creepy or weird. You guys are just fucking plain psychotic. Like, you guys need to get offline. You guys are the problem. Listen to some Taylor Swift a little bit more often. And Tom, love him so much. He's a great guy. And he didn't need to apologize to you guys. You guys deserve that shit. And fucking leave everyone alone, okay? You guys are just fucking losers. Stop fucking clout chasing H3 now. Like, we saw what you're trying to do. You're trying to do the inside shit. You guys are fucking crazy. You guys already, lost, what people viewed you as business partners. Like, people are never gonna trust you again financially. Like, you guys fucked your whole lives up. And then you're just coming at people so angrily. Like, it's your fucking fault. It's your fault.
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow, because these fucking losers, they love the concept of labeling someone a lolcow and then bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh.
I know we haven't always seen eye to eye. We're not seeing eye to eye right now. All right. But in about 6 months, in about a year, the money's all going to dry up. There's going to be nothing left. And you guys are going to be looking for real jobs.
But I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job.
Now, neither one of you are qualified for real jobs. So I would like to offer you the Lolcow Universe backup plan.
That's a lot of damage.
We'll have the iDubbbz and Anisa morning show. It'll come on right after cafe. People will donate $20 to call you a cuck and like pick on you and shit. And you'll get a percentage of that money. I will help you pay rent because you won't be able to censor the donators. You won't be able to censor the chat, all right? But you're going to be making money off of your shame. You have been doing this all the wrong way. You have been destroying your marriage, destroying your life, destroying your career, and not making a single dollar doing it. iDubbbz, before you jump, before you swing, before you call it quits, remember, we're here to save you. So think of me.
I would like to do a show with Anisa.
Great. I think it would be 1,000 times like perfect job opportunity for Anisa and Ian. Like they clearly don't know how to do anything anymore for themselves. They need to have to be like, you know, they need a job. And I love it. I love that, like, you know, I've seen clips of they've had jobs before. And it's like, we know you guys are like almost in your mid-30s. Okay. It's been a while. You guys, at least 10 years, have not had an actual job. So you're gonna wanna start applying because people don't want you online. It's very clear they don't want you online. So I think you should give Keemstar a heads up. So it's very noticeable that Ian's very angry in this video, and maybe I am parasocial, but some of the things he's doing in this video feel very Ethan coded, and it's odd. Because it's like he's trying to be kind of petty the way Ethan is petty, but he just comes off like a straight up asshole because the next part gets fucking wild, you guys.
When my rancid boxing coach and his wife decided to go on the H3 podcast as like this mutual exchange of talking shit about Anisa and I in exchange for $5,000.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
And right away, I flipped the fuck out because I vividly remember that episode strictly because of the quote unquote rancid wife, which one, fuck you, you misogynistic fucking piece of shit. You are very misogynistic in your fucking video. It's so crazy how you guys can call everyone else misogynistic when you straight up are in this fucking video. You're a disgusting prick. So yeah, I know I vividly remember this episode because the wife was a child bride, Kate, and you know I am gonna list her information and Michael's information as well. So please, gonna be down in the description below. So please follow them. Please, like, you know, they are good people. I remember watching, you know, and that's how I felt watching. They didn't come off as like secret agents that are against Anisa and Ian, that they were here to get something or some clout. Like they just wanted to like say, hey, like this is our stuff that we've been trying to promote. But Ian and Anisa, who they worked with very closely, did not want to fucking promote their shit. And that's what really is like, Ian, that's why everyone's upset. No matter what you fucking feel, you're a fucking prick, dude. This gets me so heated. And then the fact that he goes and says that Ethan paid them to be on the show is fucking hysterical to me. This just fucking bothers me, man. Because what the fuck do you mean? Like, regardless, if Ethan did lie and he did pay them to be on the show and it was just all like a little bit, why would I care that these people got money when you fucked them the fuck over And you know that you and Anisa did. You guys are terrible people. You guys are just so nasty. You don't apologize for anything except for the things you think you need to apologize for. And it's like when someone tells you, hey, you hurt me, you can't say, no, I didn't. Like you really, it's not your opinion that if you hurt someone or not, you hurt them. I think that you guys did promise them bonus money, and that you didn't give it to them. I believe that, because this was after CC1 that you offered them the bonus. It wasn't after CC2, and there was no CC3. It was CC1 that you offered them the bonus. The bonus money that you took and put it in your fucking pockets. That 34%. You guys took fucking money from CC1 and you tried doing it again on CC2. You guys should never be trusted with a business again. And here, I'll show you exactly. Like, I know they talked about it already on H3. You know, I don't blame you if you do skip this part, but if for my reference, I'm putting this in here.
The irony, and it sticks with all of them, it's these socialist communists that are always like, I'm going to secretly take 34% and give the fighters 1%, and I'm not going to give a bonus to my actually working class and people, you two who are working your butts off, and I'm going to stiff them. Me, the fucking, and let me prove to you guys, I'm going to make a proclamation right here as the resident capitalist. This was not discussed beforehand. This was not offered in any way. You guys are hearing this for the first time. You had no incentive to do this other than your rageful, we all mutually despising these two evil people. I'm putting words into your mouth a little bit. But I want to say here that I, the capitalist, will once again be ponying up for the right cause. It is not right that he stiffed you guys. I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Because he should have never fucked you guys.
That's insane.
It's my pleasure to do it. I'm going to send you guys that money. You should have got more than it from him, frankly.
And see, that right there just proves that, like, and like I said before, regardless if they did lie, why should I care when I know you fucked them and many other people in Creator Clash 2 and 3? And I know you fucked them over on 1 because they were training 2 people in the same hour. That's 2 people in the same hour, and you didn't include that at all. And if I remember this, hey, editor Bunnii, can you please remember to add them saying that Anisa was also training? And secondly, stop calling yourself a fucking influencer. You're a fucking YouTuber. You influence nothing.
Yeah, so it was hard for me as a coach to just get him to train. Also, like half of the sessions, we'd have to train Anisa. So every session, instead of being just training for Ian for a fight, I would have to take half of the session and train Anisa.
So whose idea was that?
Hers. Ian goes along with it, right? Because I feel like if Ian would have said, hey, no, I need the time to train, it might have been different. But he's just like, oh, no, she needs to train before I train.
But she didn't even fight. She wasn't even fighting.
No. And so literally in like the training footage, half of the sessions I had with him would be with her. And then she would come in with like all sorts of drama to the gym. One day she was super dramatic and I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? So she was like super dramatic the whole day. And I'm like, I can't even train Ian today because she's so dramatic. Never had a contract.
No. Oh, interesting. Because that would have been like something that would have detailed what's, like like, I mean, did they, I guess by word, they told you it was charity and they didn't ever.
Right. Yeah. So, and I'm still hoping that the first event was all charity, other than Ian taking his fighter purse. But what was crazy about that is then you said you had a $27,000 bonus, and I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
Never spoke about money with Creator Clash. I have a guy on my team that does that. I wanted to not talk about money, and plus it's awkward when it's a charity thing. You're like, I don't want to. Am I going to ask for money?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's awkward when it's your fighter and then you have to train him for a whole nother event. And I mean, truthfully, like a lot of times fighters will say they're going to pay a coach and then not pay a coach. So that happens sometimes. So truthfully, unfortunately, I'm used to that, right? Where they're like, oh, there's more money coming in. And then the more money coming in just goes to them.
My disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason, this stupid fucking loser and his dumb as rocks wife decided to go on the H3 podcast. They already spilled their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
I think they were maybe afraid that they wouldn't get the money if they didn't thoroughly trash us.
This was not discussed beforehand. This was not offered in any way. You guys are hearing this for the first time. You had no incentive to do this other than your rageful, we all mutually despising these two evil people. I'm putting words into your mouth a little bit.
Again, I'm debunking the fact that you said that they were paid to be there. Secondly, fuck you for even calling them dumb as rocks. They have actual careers and a family and, degrees, and you're the one who's dumb as a fucking box of rocks. You've shown us in this video that how fucking dumb you are, and people are concerned, Ian. People really, you need to seek help. Like, please, everyone's begging you, everyone. I like that he also was like, oh, they went on there for money to talk shit about us. I'm sure they would have talked shit regardless. Is that you did some fucked up shit in Creator Clash 3 and they knew how other people were upset. And once they heard that shit, they knew that the best way to promote their own stuff, clout or clout, now, like, I don't fucking care. They need the clout because of you guys, because you guys are terrible and you destroyed like your own fucking shit and you're blaming it on everyone else. And it's fucking hilarious. You're the one who lost your matches because you were not training. You were not eating correctly because you're a lazy piece of shit.
That was sort of under the premise that I owed them some sort of bonus money.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were also promised a bonus on CC1 and we never got it. But because Michael was so nice, he didn't want to, like, make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Anisa about it.
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
I'm just pointing out the facts that he said that they owed him the bonus. They never said that. They said that you promised them one.
So promise a bonus.
They didn't say you owed them. They didn't say you owed them anything. They said how nice they were. They invited you to Thanksgiving. They helped you guys out and you guys didn't do shit in return besides waste their fucking time by not training, not doing the things you were supposed to do. He's a goddamn trainer. They have the right to tell you how to eat. He's helping you with a fucking fight. That's what you're paying him for. Ian, that's what you paid him for.
You guys are fucking losers.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to?
No, I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
If it was promised to you, if this imaginary bonus was promised to you, that should give you a lot of confidence to at least say, bonus? That's potentially a lot of money for you, in this fictional scenario where you were promised a bonus. Surely it makes sense to at least inquire if it was promised to you, right? Because I'd been consistently paying you day after day for all the work you were doing. So if I never missed a payment for you and your wife and a bonus was promised at some point, then don't you think it would be pretty fucking obvious and apparent that you should text me, hey, what about that bonus? Of course, but there was no bonus because you're fucking lying.
He didn't want to, like, make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Anisa about it.
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. I was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do, and they got paid. This fucking loser with the beard got paid $32,000 for training an influencer to box, and she got paid $9,000 to film some of it.
Yeah, and then Ian just starts spitting out how much money he paid. Yeah, you paid them for the job. but you promised a bonus. See the difference? Like, you paid them for the job, yeah, but then you verbally promised them a bonus. like someone really should take more English classes again. Like, I don't know if your reading comprehension or listening comprehension is all there, man. And then when he started talking about money, it really reminded me about a few things here.
And instead of figuring out how he can change his behavior, he spent $20,000. You are doing the classic rich asshole thing. You have a deficit of friends, you have a surplus of enemies. You feel really bad, you feel hurt, but you also have a surplus of money. So what can you do? You can use that money to bully and intimidate people. No, you have a ton of power, you have a ton of options, you have a ton of choice. That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich, is you can do all of these things.
Yeah, see, like, if I feel like iDubbbz is just a little bit obsessed with money. It sounds like someone who's financially struggling and who's angry to those who make money. Why aren't you angry with Hasan? You worked with him. He makes a lot of money. He's a rich asshole. He has power. And yet you still... See, that's the contradiction there, Ian. Like, I'm trying to help you put 1 + 1 together. Also, like, why the fuck did you make this video about your ex-boxing coach now? You had several months to say something and you chose not to say anything. Your silence meant something. So why are you saying stuff now? I'm so confused.
They are lying to Ethan and his crew, and they're lying to the audience.
And he promised us a bonus, and then right after the event, he just kind of pretend like he's too busy to check in with us.
Too busy to check in with you? I don't need to fucking check in with you. You're not my parents. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Ian, he was your boxing coach and he was helping you with CC2 and getting ready for your fight for CC2. So yes, he was your coach and trainer. He needed to get a hold of you. He needed to keep up with like what you're doing for your fucking training. Clearly you didn't want to do it. You even said so many times how much you fucking hate boxing. And then you're bringing up mom and dad. I feel like somebody is maybe projecting. I think someone might have mommy daddy issues. Because you seem really like, you know, you brought up a lot of weird things lately in your videos. Like in that video I showed with the money. Yeah, it sounded like this part right here.
You have a deficit of friends, you have a surplus of enemies.
Kind of sounded just like you describing yourself. Again, projecting you and Anisa. Crooked people. You're crooked. We all know. We all know. Show us receipts. Show us the text messages. And just the fact that you started getting like angry about like, oh, later, if I got a bonus or was promised one, I'd be really hyping up. Well, that's because you're broke. They were probably fine. And yeah, that's probably why they weren't begging you, and they knew you guys weren't responding. And this was after, what was it again?
We were also promised a bonus on CC1 and we never got it on CC1.
I'm sorry, but when I bought the ticket to the first CC1, I assumed my ticket went to charity. Like my price, that is, I swear to God, that is what was said. That is why I thought it was a great idea. I thought you guys had such a good idea. What happened? Did you guys become too clout greedy? I think so. I think someone was trying to get back online and be popular again. Someone's really pushing you to do that. And it blew up right in your fucking faces because you guys do not know how to run a business and you're terrible people. I think you're liars. I think you guys act a lot in bad faith, very clearly with what AB said. You guys are just nasty. That's probably why you like went into hiding for a few months and then is now making this video for some reason.
If you're curious about the hairdresser these guys are talking about, so them maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anisa was like thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them. Because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Yeah, even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach, would reference Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's got tattoos. He's large. He's tan.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that.
And he never said that you called him that. No one said you called him that. What the fuck? I don't know why you brought any of this up. And it just shows us that you're just insecure about this. Because we knew who's hairstylist. And why did you say hairstylist? He's a boxer too. And then you call like Michael a loser. He's also a boxer. Like, I think you're upset that you failed and you're mad at people who are succeeding.
If you have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is, you need to keep that shit to yourself and not project it onto other people.
And then you just start projecting like he's gay? What's wrong with being gay, for one? And again, projecting. You're projecting a lot of your own problems and issues in this video.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's got tattoos. He's large. He's tan.
I wish the best to Gabe. If you have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is, you need to keep that shit to yourself and not project it onto other people. Michael Briggs, on the other hand, absolute fucking creep weirdo. There's so many other truthful things that they could have focused on the podcast that would have made me look like a bitch to a certain, sector of the internet.
The irony, and it sticks with all of them, it's these socialist communists that are always like, I'm going to secretly take 34% and give the fighters 1%.
One of those things being me crying after a tough sparring session. Like, that's truthful. It's okay to cry, but it's not okay for him to cry.
Did you say he cried?
We had to have a meeting.
So after that, he was crying at the gym.
Ian, I'm sorry that you boxed and then cried as your endorphins were running through your soul, because clearly you're not a fit person, and you clearly have a lot of daddy issues. It really shows when you talk about Michael the way you do. It really seems weird and creepy, and the way you really harp on Kate being dumb and you really highlighted her in a lot of the video clips that I've shown, you're creepy and you're weird, and it looks like a little old Ian is coming back just a tiny bit. This video sucks. You suck. Anisa sucks. Get offline and get real jobs. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment, anything that help push my channel into the algorithm. I'm just here to have a good time. I'm trying to be more consistent on the videos I'm making. I have a job that's full-time and sometimes needs more of my attention. And then, it's really hard to balance that with my own personal life. I just really want to say thank you so much. Comment about anything you want me to discuss. If you do like the commentary that you see here, or you like the Call of Duty gameplay I've been showing, just let me know. I also play other games. And so I just, want to say thank you. Please comment about what kind of videos, content creators or shows or movies that it looks like that my stuff inspired by. Maybe give me any ideas of what you want me to talk about, or if you kind of want me to get off a little bit of the H3 stuff. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
Or now fucking stirring the pot.
He's cursed! You went and watched Wicked?
I can't. I've never seen anything like it.